The problem we have now, and the reason that we haven't seen a level push the limits for years, is because people, just the way the game is now, like I said, everything it takes itself so seriously. People should not be playing this game and beating hard levels to have a leaderboard position. Something kind of adjacent to this topic, I think is worth bringing up, and it's like literally the same issue of like people acting like they're government officials is the demon list.
Oh.
Like, and I remember years ago in 2017 when Diamond Splash was like coming up, me and him tried to like, we had discussions about like how inaccurate the list was at the time, and like me and him sat for hours together and like reorganized the entire list into what we felt objectively was the correct one, and we like tried to propose it to the mods, and the way the demon list mods have always been is they're like, yeah, go fuck yourself kind of thing, where it's like cool, yeah. Like cool idea, bro, how about you like go fuck off now, like we don't care. And like it's always funny because I'm sure people know, like at one point I used to own the demon list and like I used to run it.
I forgot about that.
And it's kind of the same thing. Yeah, and it's kind of like the same thing with like the whole thing where you guys like, how are you not mod? It's kind of the same thing with the demon list. Like I used to run the demon list and like just nobody really. Yeah, dude, that's such a funny quote. That
you are wrong.
Only creators
you are wrong, mods. Dude. The "you are wrong" quote, that is so iconic.
Well, we can get into that later too.
Yeah, dude. But anyways, that's always been a thing, and what I've always said is like, dude, they should bring me in and make me lead of the demon list again. I'd fix it all. Because, like, I just get rid of all the stupid fucking, like, mod votes. Like, shut the fuck up. Just move stuff around. Stop being, like, oh, we need to take, like, 3 months to place level. Just stop. Just place it. If it's wrong, it's wrong. You can fix it later. Stop waiting. Stop doing all this voting. I can't stand it. Yeah, I could rant about it for hours. Like, they want to be so self-important. They want to have votes. They want to do this and that. I'm like, bro, it's not that deep. It's a game. It's for fun. It's a demon list. It's to track the hardest levels. This isn't life or death if you place a level wrong. Just fucking do it.
Yeah,
you want to know the
it's
result?
so dumb. It makes me so mad and irrationally frustrated.
You know what's the counter? Something that they do by accident, which is so funny, is because that currently how the system works of needing opinions or whatever, they won't place things, and it'll take a long. And since like, keep in mind, most of the top players now only beat things when they are placed on the list. Nobody beats it for like 3 months. And we're like, oh, well, we gotta place it somewhere.
Feedback.
And then guess what happened? My level, if Zanny's in chat, shout out Zanny. Fever Dream was verified. Paco said it was like 40 to 100 when she beat it. Then Hippo Smokeweed said it was like 133. Really accustomed to my gameplay and stuff, so I'm not surprised that like they found it super easy. Zanny was just like, he just lied. Like he thought it was funny and he lied, and like I have no feelings for it. I do not care. But now if you check the demon list, guess where Fever Dream is? Like the mods found out that Zanny had literally just lied, and
what else was he supposed to do?
Guess what happened to the placement of the level? Nothing. Guess where Fever Dream is right now as we speak? 150. It is about to go into the legacy list, and it is most likely like near the 100 spot. Like, come on, just move the fucking thing. Like, Jesus, dude, you placed it off someone that lied. Like, the list will always be wrong. Remember, Riot, your very famous words towards Sacpenhauer.
Yeah.
This stuff is like, it's how the game is, because especially nowadays, people will only beat things because it's on the list. So just put it on the list.
Yeah.
And I remember,
that
last thing I'll
influence
say about
is
this,
insane.
Bro, I remember
People just need to beat shit to challenge themselves, not because it's on the list.
Yeah.
Yes,
no,
that's
for sure.
That's the whole point.
Bro,
I want to talk about that if I can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
Well, I just want to. That is something I feel like, and people are probably not going to listen to me, but like this is what I wanted to point. I always want to drive home to people: like, play the game for 2 reasons: for fun or to challenge yourself. The problem we have now, and the reason that we haven't seen a level push the limits for years, is because people, just the way the game is now. Like I said, it takes itself so seriously. Okay.
Yep.
People want to be a list grinder. There's a leaderboard now. People want to be on the leaderboards. People want to be a demon list mod. People want to be an in-game mod. People want to do this and that. I keep saying it. They want to be self-important. Like, people are taking themselves so seriously. Why not just play the game for fun? Play the game to challenge yourself. Why does it have to be? I just hate it, dude. Like, if I was running the demon list, and this would be controversial, I would get rid of the stats leaderboard. Like, I would get rid of like all this shit. Like, we don't need any of this. The demon list dictates so much of what happens in the game, in the community, and it really shouldn't. People should be playing this. People should not be playing this game and beating hard levels to have a leaderboard position.
Yeah.
They should be playing this game and beating hard levels because they want to beat the level or they want to challenge themselves. The way it is now is people complain about everything because it's on the demon list. People complain about hard levels being inaccessible because it's on the demon list, when if there wasn't a reason to beat these shitty-ass levels that are on the demon list, people just wouldn't play them. The only reason people are playing these dog shit levels is because they have a list point value to them. And that's why people complain so much. If these levels didn't have any like list point value behind them, nobody would play them. They wouldn't get rated. And
something that's
and that would fix so much of these issues. Like, people just don't think about it and realize it. But
yeah,
I don't know. And it would fix so many other problems. So like the elitism that people have in terms of like top players being above everybody else and like feeling the whole better than thing. It's just a fucking made up number, dude. You're not better than anybody else just because you have more points.
You know what sucks about that too is that I know that the list did not intentionally add like list points as something that was supposed to be taken seriously.
I was gonna say that too.
And it's the fact that the playing community has attributed so much value to it for no fucking reason. Like, remember when they changed like the formula for how list points were calculated? Because like obviously like they weren't supposed to be like whatever they are now. So when they changed the fluctuation, I remember top players like randomly would move drastically on the leaderboards because of that change, and people were freaking out like, it's fictional points, dude. We can just be like, Tartarus is now worth 10 billion of them.
They could just change it. They could. It's something that started out as something so harmless back in the day when, you know, list points turned into this monstrous incentive to just fucking grind everything for the sole purpose of being higher up on a leaderboard, when that shit, what Riot said and what I and everybody here probably agrees with, is just that is just the worst incentive ever. The incentive and the motivation for these people are just in the wrong place. And I don't even know if I should repeat what Riot said because he worded it so well, but like, that should not be why you're playing extremes. It shouldn't be because of the demon list.
I want to say another thing about this is that if I was running the demon list, I would delete the top 140 and it would be the top 10 hardest levels. And people would be like, whoa, that's extreme. The thing is, and the thing that people complain so much about the list is that it's inaccessible, but it's not meant to be accessible. It's the list's original purpose was to track the hardest levels because the game was so underground at a certain point that people didn't even know all the levels that existed on the fucking servers. So people would go through and find a hard level and they're like, whoa, people don't even know this thing exists, so let's put it on the list, right? It was a way to track the hardest levels in the game. It was never meant to be accessible. It was meant to be a list of the hardest levels. And in a sense, it motivated people because they'd go there and be like, whoa, I've never heard of this level before. Let me go check it out. And if they liked it, they would go for it. Nowadays, it's totally different. And people, like, again, they just complain about the accessibility. But that's not like, what it was meant for.
A top list is never meant to be accessible. Like, that. The whole point is that it's not accessible.